The last flare update is changed back. We no longer flare in the middle of the building. The flare lands again in the exact position that we're going to tap. And with that, welcome to the November update sneak peek. It's not a huge update, it's mostly just some small changes, some quality of life changes. And the update will be released sometime next week. And of course, I'm on the developer build. And let's get right into all the changes. And as you just saw in the intro, the flare is back to normal. We can flare these defenses under the sky shield again. Like even this flamethrower, even though it's not easy to hit it. But yeah, there we can flare those defenses again. So I think that's really nice. So one of the more controversial changes in the last update is changed. And I'm already going to say there's going to be quite a few controversial changes in this update as well. But we're going to get to that later. We're going to start with the Dr. T events. For both the tropical and the volcano island, there's another change to the threat level system. As you can see now, it just says stage 1 to stage 7, and I think this is a change that a lot are going to like. The first 5 stages are significantly easier now. So this is starting threat 38, and yeah, this is stage 1. Like, this base does not even have a building health statue and is only 43,000 health, so it's almost like the old Dr. T event, but these first 5 stages still increase with the threat level. So this is threat 68, and their stage 1 looks like that, so not even too bad. And threat 68 is probably the highest that is possible to reach right now. So here you can see the other of the first 5 stages, and this is still the threat 68, so they're not really too bad. So this is gonna help a lot for players that are going to push to the leaderboard, so you don't have to waste all the gold on the first 5 stages just to get to stage 6 and stage 7. And yeah, stage 6 and 7 are just the regular bases, they don't change to before. And if you're thinking surely stages like this, they are not gonna give the full resources, that's actually not the case. As you can see, you get the full rewards. So the rewards are exactly the same like before, you just need to be at threat 26 or higher to get the max rewards from stage 1. And now we get to the second bigger change. And I'm not looking at this mystical monument for fun, because we're gonna get another 200 levels for the mystical monument. And yeah, that might not be the most popular change or the best change for the players that are not at max level, because then you kind of want to upgrade different things than the mystical monument. If you take a look at the boost, stage 500 or level 500 has, I think, always about 25 boosts. And at this point, the boosts are getting quite significantly. And for level 700, the boosts look somewhat like this. Obviously different for everyone, because everyone has different boosts and they're random. But yeah, basically you get like 35 boosts. But their best boosts are probably gold production and the resource production, because the residences are still at level 12. I think they didn't get an upgrade in the last few headquarter levels, but the bunkers did, so it's really hard to put a lot of strong troops into them. Like, if you want to put 2 laser rangers in 1 bunker, then you basically have no gold remaining. I think there the gold production or the resource production can help to just put some stronger troops in the bunker. And I think some passive boosts that you just have and you don't need to do something for them are also quite nice. And the mystical monument also changes the appearance for every 100 stages. And also one thing that's quite cool is you can see there's evil coins. So I don't know if that was possible before, but if not, then now it is, I guess. And that's how the mystical monument is going to look at stage 600 or level 600. And stage 700 is going to look like this. And now I guess we're going to get to the more controversial change. And basically it's about the second wind. So before, what the second wind did, you lose a scorcher and then you hit the second wind. You get the scorchers, you get the rifles, and all the troops that you spawn or bring back with Kavan. If you lose those, you could keep bringing them back always with second wind. And now that's no longer possible. And drop Kavan and go for like 2 second winds. I'm gonna shock all of that, because we don't really need those rifles. So now we lost the scorchers, and we didn't really lose any of the rifles. So far just a few, and there's a few rifles. So I'm gonna take out these rifles. So basically, what happened before is, now in this situation I would just spawn rifles. Like, all the rifles that I lost, I would just spawn them. But if I drop or use Kavan, you can see I'm spawning scorchers, 2 scorchers. So basically what's happening is the troops that are spawned or resurrected from Kavan or from any ability in general, you can't spawn them again if you lose them. So I'm gonna let Kavan keep him shocked and stay down there, lose those scorchers and rifles. And I had these 2 scorchers in the beginning and I lost them. And now if I go for another second wind, there's not gonna be another scorcher that is coming from the Kavan ability. If I'm gonna drop another board of scorchers and there 1 scorcher got taken out, I'm gonna press another second wind and there's again a scorcher. So I think not everyone is gonna like this change, but I think this change is really good. So with the second wind right now, it can only bring back 1 scorcher or 1 mag at most, and I think we basically never have enough combat energy to bring back all the scorchers. And with this change, if we lose a troop, we can bring it back, and we don't have to worry about some rifles that are getting spawned and are just taking up the space in Kavan's second wind. So again, this starter terror stage, we're gonna be able to see how these changes work. So drop all the troops, now maybe Kavan, and just spawn there a bunch of rifles. But shock everything now. I lost their wind scorcher, so I'm gonna barrage those rifles, and as you saw before, now if I'm gonna use Kavan's ability, there's instantly gonna be another scorcher. So for attacks like this, it's gonna be quite helpful. You're just gonna have no problem to get the scorchers back that you lose, or the other troops that you lose, without needing to worry about those rifles. Definitely let me know what you think of this change. Do you think it's also good, or do you don't like it? And now to the last change really. There were some adjustments to the limits. So as you can see here, the proto tokens, now that's 10 times higher, basically at 999,000. And another change is for the shard. That limit is also got increased by 10 basically, so 99,000 also on the shard limit. And yeah, before it was 9,000, so there you couldn't have that many shards, but yeah, now you can. But yeah, that's already it with this update. Like I said, not really a huge update, more smaller update, not that many changes, but I think yeah, the flare change, like especially the flare change, right, to change that back, and then also change to Kavan and second wind. Yeah, definitely let me know what you think about this update, and thanks for watching. Bye.